All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to Three and Out with the Dolphins. Your host Ron here, as I go over Week 16 as the Dolphins faced the New England Patriots. What a horrible performance on offense and defense, as well as the coaching staff. Because I gotta go ahead and give poor productivity on the coaching staff. It just wasn't well executed as a Dolphin fan like me, as well as Dolphin fans worldwide, wanted to see. Because this was the game that we needed to win to control our playoff destiny to get into the postseason. It's been 2016 and beyond, which was 7 years. We have not made the postseason. Yes, and we started off this year, the new year, wrong with the loss. As the Dolphins, well as offense and defense, a bunch of professional athletes couldn't get their act together to go ahead on and do one thing: win the game and get into the postseason. They didn't do that because I guess they didn't care as professional athletes. Right now, the reason why I say it's a coaching error because Teddy Bridgewater wasn't ready for the game. I thought he was about 80, 85%. No, he was still nurturing a finger injury that he suffered in, I guess, was what Minnesota. Then Skylar Thompson came in and he went out. It was just a disaster. But in this game here, Teddy Bridgewater injured his finger. He couldn't grip the ball. Skylar Thompson came in, and from there on out, the offense looked decombobulated. It just was horrible. It was just like watching a horror movie, and there's no purpose of why the horror movie was made or whatsoever. It just was a disaster day for the Dolphins. Horrible performance on offense and defense. The coaching staff was confused. They had the game. Then Teddy made that mistake throwing that interception. It was over. Now, Dolphins still can make the playoffs if they beat the Jets and New England have to lose with another team in the hunt for the seventh spot in the playoff to lose. And it's disaster. From 2016 to now, it's been 7 years that the Dolphins have not made the playoffs in the postseason. And it's horrible. Very horrible. It don't matter how good you are as a professional. You got one job to do: handle business. And if you cannot handle business, then you should not be playing in this industry, whether it's basketball, soccer, baseball, etc. If you cannot handle business, to do one thing is win and secure a destiny spot in the postseason and possible a championship title, then as a professional athlete, you did your job right. But if you sit down here just coming to league to receive six figures or a paycheck, then you just concerned about the damn money. And it's not about the money. It's about being a GOAT, greatest of all time, getting into that NFL Hall of Fame shrine. Because it's hard to get into that shrine. Trust me, it is hard. And I've been watching the Hall of Fame ever since then. I go way, way, way back. But I'm not gonna go ahead and talk about history when I'm watching the Hall of Fame in football. I'm talking about the Dolphins' performance. Now, the Dolphins have one shot at getting into the postseason in Week 17, the last game of the season, when they play the Jets at home in Sun Life Stadium. at home in Sun Life Stadium. But can they do it as professional athletes? Right now, we're going in with Skylar Thompson into that game, and right now he needs to do some work. He needs to work with the first team, with the receivers. I don't know if Jalen Waddle is going to play because he suffered a shoulder injury. So it's just only Tyreek Hill and Jaceki looked lost. So we need to take him out the game because he just his attitude on the team is just not there no more. You saw it. It just offense was raggedy, defense was horrible. I don't know what to say, but the whole playing field was just like a broken puzzle that you cannot put together. It just misses so many pieces to bring the image out. That's how bad the Dolphins look. They was just missing so many pieces to put the puzzle together to come up with the victory. Right now, we out with Bridgewater because he injured his finger. We got Skylar Thompson and we got C.J. Wilson Jr. Yes, as the backup quarterback. It's not looking good for McDaniels and his offensive team. And yes, we facing a lot of injuries, but this is the main reason why professional athletes make it this level, because y'all know how to play as athletes. Y'all know how to get ready for the game, get in shape, off season, go to that extra hard workout drills to go ahead on and strengthen up your strength and skills so you can overpower your opponents. But here, the New England Patriots did one thing: is manhandle the Dolphins. Yeah, they gave it to the mullets, as some call it. They put the smack down on them because they left out the stadium confused, like what happened? They don't know, and that's sad. Now, can they get their act together in Week 17 facing the Jets? Because right now, there are 8-8. If they lose against the Jets, there'll be a 8-9 team. We don't want that. I know definitely if I was a Dolphin player, I don't want that. I want more. This is one reason why I come into the league as a professional, to want more. Not come into this league and receive a six-figure paycheck for a poor performance. It don't matter what your name is, what team you came from through free agency or not. Your main job is to perform. There's no I in team. 11 players, offense and defense, get it done together, as well as the bench. Someone get hurt, you should come in, you should know what you have to do, you should get it done. Bench players coming in, relieving the injured players, they don't know what to do, they look confused. And right now, they got to get it together in Week 17 against the Jets. If they don't get it together, then it's just another team in the NFL that's going to be labeled as a mediocre. And who wants to be labeled as a mediocre starting the new season off as a mediocre team that cannot get to the playoffs? Post your comments in the comment section below to all Dolphins. Is the Dolphins a mediocre team, or can they do better? Can they get better? Can they win against the Jets in Week 17? Or should we just sit down and not watch the game? Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.